Hello and welcome back to House of Astralis. My name is Kayla, and today I will be your cosmic guide as we read for this Taurus season. As always, take what resonates and leave the rest behind. And before we get into the astrology and the reading itself, I want to give you a quick heads up about something I've been building. I'm launching a monthly membership community called the Astral Commons starting May 1st, and it's a space for real inner work using tarot archetypes and astrology as tools for shadow work and personal growth. You don't need any tarot experience, just a willingness to show up for yourself. And the cool thing about this is even if you don't want to learn the cards or you're still learning, this is a great way to learn the cards that aren't by the guidebook, that are not textbook and keywords. They're a way to embody them yourself and get the meaning for yourself. Enrollment opens the week of April 26th, and I'll be sharing the link in the description as soon as it's live, so keep an eye out if that resonates for you. There will be more details coming soon in some upcoming videos, so keep your eyes and your ears open. Now, for the astrological portion of this reading, Taurus season is here as of April 19th, and after everything Aries just put us through, this shift is going to maybe feel like a little bit of a relief. Not totally, because there are still many big things going on in Aries at this moment, and luckily we have Venus in her home sign of Taurus for the first few days of this season. So overall, just lots of harmony going on in certain sectors of your chart. Where Aries was urgent, bold, pushing us to act, Taurus slows everything down. So you might see a little bit of things that you've started or wanted to start initially kind of come to a more solid base of actually planning things and not just taking initiation and being go, go, go. It's about slowing down just a little bit and building what you can to survive the rest of the season, the rest of the year. Taurus is an earth sign ruled by Venus. It's practical, grounded, and genuinely appreciates the good things in life. This is the season that asks you to stop running and actually be present for what's around you. What do you have that you haven't stopped to appreciate? What have you been building and that deserves your steady, patient attention right now? This is a great time for anything that requires consistency over intensity. Think about that Aries intensity versus the consistency of needing to keep something up. Projects that need patience, finances, and resources, what you have, what you're building toward, where you want to feel more secure. Relationships that are deepened through reliability and showing up. Taurus also reminds us that pleasure is not a reward you have to earn. Enjoying your life, engaging your senses, slowing down enough to actually savor something, that is part of the work too. The question Taurus season is asking is, what would it look like to stop rushing and actually build something that lasts? What would it look like putting your love and passion into something? Also, happy birthday to all the Taurus out there. And if you are a Taurus rising, this is in your first house. So lots of focus on you, on who you are. And of course, if it's your birthday and your solar return, that house is going to be activated for you. So lots of good stuff, lots of love. And I do quickly want to do the Astro die as well, just before we get started, because like I said, wherever Taurus is in your chart, that house will automatically be activated because the sun is there. And if it's your solar return, that's obviously being activated. If Taurus is in your first house, obviously that'll be activated a little bit as well. But with the Astro dice, I just wanted to see if there's one particular house that may also be showing up for you, for this collective during this time. We'll take the 5th house, the 8th and the 5th house, just because it was teeter-tottered right here. So the 8th and the 5th house. The 5th house is the house of good fortune. It's about romance, pleasure, children, your inner child even, parties, games, fun, artistic pursuits, self-expression, passion, and creativity. And Venus loves to be here, so if you have a Taurus in your 5th house, this is very lovely. And that would also mean you are in your Venus return right now. So yeah, this is also, I think I already said pleasure and romance, but obviously that connection with other people, right? That romance and being able to be intimate with someone or the people in your life. Now, this is interesting because the 8th house is the house of loss. It's endings, it's letting go, stuckness, liminality, death, transformation. It's the taboos that include occult and magic, inheritance, other people's money. So there might be some sort of axis here of wanting to do things for the pleasure and the fun and creativity, and linking that somehow with letting things go and transformation, magic even. There's a lot of creativity that can happen within your magic and being able to let things be as they be. So good luck this Taurus season. I hope you have a fantastic one, of course. And with that, we can get into the reading here. First up, we have the Emperor. Ooh, boo, I love this because the Emperor is asking for that patience and the steady effort after the intensity, after what has already been built. The Emperor is Aries, which is funny that it's coming into Taurus season, because it's like, yes, what you have built and the foundations you are laying need more than just that high energy initially. It needs to be sustained, and it needs Venus to come in and give it some more foundation and even more creativity, if we see it that way as well. Because if we're too focused on the outcome, go, 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 Aries is like, nah, I'm gonna get this done. We also need Taurus to come in and say, well, how can I appreciate this? How can I appreciate what I have built and the empire I'm building right now? How can I focus on making my empire beautiful and sustaining and what I want it to be? How can I make my empire grow? And there's lots of bees here, which I love. Next up, we've got the Three of Wands, and this is great because this question is, what traditions or rituals nourish you? And this is quite literally looks like a ritual to me, at least with the fire and being able to manifest what you desire and being able to visualize it and go for it, make plans to go for it. Ooh, and the money here is like money magic, and this is a great time to do that. You're seeing this after Venus has made one of the better aspects in the month for this, but the whole Taurus season is great for Venus magic. And so if you want to get in contact with Venus to ask for some support, guidance, money, resources, this is a great time to do so. I think just being able to work on your resources this season, again, with the caveat of not being too overwhelmed by it and not being too focused on that, because there does need to be some room for the creativity and the passion, the fire and the fun, and looking towards what's next while also smelling the flowers and being present where you are at this moment. So what you're ready to release right now is the Five of Wands. This back and forth fighting with people is so not healthy, and leave that in Aries season. There's already a lot activated with Aries and Mercury, and just made connections with Mars and Saturn. So if you've already been having these difficult conversations or difficult relationships with people at this time, it's kind of time to let it go a little bit. And I love that I don't know if these are swans exactly here, but that's a symbol of Aphrodite, Venus. And so she's here to put some love on these arguments. It's okay to stop right now. You don't have to let the argument keep going. It's okay to step back. There's actually a quote I want to share, or a post that I saw the other day about this. I'll put it up on screen too, but it says, save yourself the cortisol spike. Protect your body by not arguing with anyone committed to their own delusion. Learn the art of no response. And I think a lot of us have to learn that exact lesson, because a lot of us may just want to talk back or argue and get the point across, but that's not helpful right now. Clearly, it's time to just let it go. You've built the fire, you've had the fire going. Let the flames be without feeding it any longer, because eventually it'll burn out. Next up, how can you strengthen your connection to the earth and your body during this season? We've got the Four of Pentacles, which I think is kind of funny because it's literally earth, right? And being surrounded by earth, but also still being in your own box. I think this invitation is saying, get outside. You don't have to be with other people. You can definitely have some time for yourself and be by yourself and have that alone time, but go outside. There's plenty around you. And when you connect with the earth, Mother Nature, around you during the season, you can also connect to your body, because you are one with the earth. You are earth itself, and being able to ground, root yourself deep into the earth to find ways to escape your own little box and fortress in order to go out and enjoy what nature has to offer you. Observe the changes in the natural world. It doesn't bite. I just heard some people might be fearful of going outside for their own reasons. And I think if that's the case for you, it just takes a little bit of exposure therapy or just going out for a little bit, coming back in. But at least don't stay locked in. And nature can look like a lot. There's water around this castle as well. So being able to interact with whatever element feels best for you regarding, earth, I think that's what will be helpful. Connect to your body that way. Lastly, we've got the Three of Swords. So in order to sustain your long-term growth, you really have to, you really have to take a look at what has been piercing your heart. Literally, like what's been keeping you held back? What is making you feel scared? Maybe that's where the fear was coming from, is feeling scared to do something because of a past thing, a past exposure, a past something that made it really difficult and hard on your heart. And this is your opportunity to connect with your body this season, with the love, with Taurus, the grounding, Venus energy in general, to be able to take the swords out, really be able to mend that heart and the wound that you are carrying in your emotions and with your self-trust ultimately. It's being able to look at them in the face now so that you can grow from it without having to walk around with these swords in. Notice how the swords that are outside of the heart have stuff growing on them. And the one that is piercing the heart has nothing. So I think that says a lot. If you keep it in, you can't grow. You have to let it out. And maybe that letting the sword out affects the wound a lot more initially, but eventually it's going to allow you to grow and allow that space to be free from what's penetrating it and keeping it from closing. I think that's a lot, definitely with the 8th house thing here. Endings, letting things go, but also finding the pleasure and the fun with these endings and being able to let things go so that you can grow. Let go to grow. And lastly, before we head out, I will be pulling a card from the Starlight Frequencies Oracle just for any last messages that want to come out for this collective at this time for Taurus season. Okay, I was going to take this one, but then these two were left out on the table, so I'll take those as well. So first up, we've got 34, integrate. What you seek has been given, rest to process these upgrades. Ooh, I love that. Coming out of Aries season, it's all that hard work, and now it's time to rest and recuperate so that you can receive these and integrate. Next, we've got number 22, soul rooms. We are unpacking teachings from your soul rooms. Take a moment to be still now during these activations. So again, being still. Looks like that's going to be a heavy emphasis here. Being still, rest, take a moment to pause. Definitely that Four of Pentacles energy. And lastly, number 38, optimal self. Dense energies must be left behind in order for you to align with higher frequencies. Right on the Three of Swords here. So I think that's awesome because it's telling you it's okay to let these go now. You don't have to keep holding on to it. Let them go, 8th house, in order to thrive and align to more fun and creativity and passion. Because once you give up space for that old wound, other things can come in for you. So I think that's fantastic. I think it's a great message here for Taurus season. Slow down, because the summer is going to pop off again. We've had one of the bigger months in 2026 astrology-wise, and the summer is only going to pop off as well. So take the time now to rest after such a high intensity time, and your body will appreciate it. So with that, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for all the interaction and the love on this video in advance. And I hope you have a fantastic Taurus season. I hope you take the time to rest so that you can continue building. It's a marathon, not a sprint. So with marathon, you have to start slow and do things strategically and not waste all of your energy at once. So yes, good luck, have fun, sending you lots of love, and I can't wait to read for you again next time. Stay tuned for more information, and I will see you there.